Thamsanqa Zhou. What do we know about Dr. Mujuru?
We know that she fought in the War of Liberation, that she joined from school when she was a teenager. And we know also that she was one of the youngest ministers just after independence. So in terms of her work, she's always been a member of President Robert Mugabe's cabinet and a member of ZANU-PF, and became a deputy in 2004 as a beneficiary of the SADC principles or protocols that said there was need for a woman to be part of the presidium. And surprisingly, the person that is believed to have pushed for Dr. Joyce Mujuru's ascendance into the presidency was the First Lady, Dr. Grace Mugabe herself, way back in 2004. But then the two women fell out at some point, and then when Dr. Grace Mugabe, that we can see, then was chosen to take over the Women's League of ZANU-PF. She went into this campaign and then said Dr. Joyce Mujuru was no longer suitable to continue as vice president, both within the party and also vice president of the country. And then we know that after that, Dr. Joyce Mujuru was then chucked out of the party, together with quite a number of other senior ministers, like Didmas Mutasa was in security, I mean the likes of Zikamai Mavaire, who was energy minister, Sylvester Nguni, and many others, provincial ministers like Kudakwashe Baskiti.
Well, it's one thing to form a party, quite another for that party to have the capacity to make a difference come 2018. It
is going to be very difficult because many people will remember that there are other people that have left ZANU-PF in the past, but it has been very difficult for them to take over political power when it comes to elections. People will remember that Edgar Tekere was the Secretary General of the party way back in the 80s, tried and failed and went back shortly before his death. But for her in particular, the job is even more difficult because on one end, she's fighting for a constituency that she was part of. If she argues against the success of ZANU-PF that she was part of, then she will lose the support. If she attacks the record of ZANU-PF, people will come back to her and say she was part of that ZANU-PF and she was the vice president. So it is very difficult. But if she tries to go into the terrain of the opposition like the MDC, it's going to be very difficult for her because ZANU-PF can easily say she's now a stooge and representing the interest of the West. And I think for her to do the press conference at Miklos Hotel and also to refer to the issues with the Commonwealth and what happened with Zimbabwe was something that she might regret later on.
Tam, thanks very much indeed. Thamsanqa Zhou.